The passing of Queen Elizabeth sent shockwaves all across the world. Even right here in Dallas, the city is honoring the monarch by lighting up the skyline in the colors of the British flag.
And take a look at the Empire State Building in New York City tonight, sparkling in purple and silver in memory of the Queen. And since news broke of the Queen's death early this afternoon, thousands of people have crowded outside Buckingham Palace.
And what a moment when that rainbow appeared just after her death was announced, like a personal goodbye from the Queen herself. She was a global symbol of grace, and it was moments like this one that left Texas smitten. This is 7-year-old Jasmine Evans presenting flowers to the Queen when she visited Dallas in 1991. As Morgan Young reports, Texas will never forget her.
Did you see these Queen Elizabeth socks?
Even far from home.
The funny thing is, all us Brits, we always find each other.
And in North Texas, they find each other here at British Emporium.
This is where we all come together. It's our little home away from home.
Usually a place to celebrate tradition.
You are all set.
This week, they mourn.
I was visiting my parents when we got the very tragic news.
Owner Sheela Bailey lives in Denton, but right now is in her hometown of East Grinstead. That's about 30 miles south of London.
A very somber tone all over England and in my hometown. A very shocking. Of course, she is the only monarch we've ever known. It's taken a while for the news to sink in.
70 iconic years of leadership.
It's an incredible loss. She has been steadfast. She's always been there.
Decades of grace, style, and heart.
As a young girl, I have found such inspiration from the Queen, her model, just her classiness.
In May 1991, just more than 30 years ago, she was the first British Queen to visit Texas. A whirlwind multi-city trip, she flew into Austin and addressed an eager crowd.
No state commands such fierce pride and loyalty. Lesser mortals are pitied for their misfortune in not being born Texans.
This photo was taken once she arrived in Dallas, flying into Love Field. She spent time with then Dallas Mayor Annette Strauss and former Fort Worth Mayor, now U.S. Representative Kay Granger.
She has this sense of connection with people from all walks of life.
When Bailey comes back to North Texas next week, she is prepared to continue providing a place for fellow Brits to grieve and process.
I don't think any of us can believe that she's now no longer with us. It's an absolute end of an era for us.
A space to remind them they're never that far from home.
And the one thing that does bind us is the royal family.
In DFW, I'm Morgan Young.